This is why I think the CZ600 series recall was a mistake. Last year, we visited the CZ factory, did some content there, and talked with a couple of guys that work there. And this is the story behind the recall. First, what are we talking about? This is the CZ600 trail version, but essentially all of the rifles from the CZ600 series, I think, have this feature, or had this feature. So they were advertising as a quick change barrel feature that the user can do by themselves. You have two screws on the side here that you untighten. You can pull the barrel out, change the barrel, tighten the screws, and that's it. No need to adjust headspace or to re-zero the rifle. Simple, fast, efficient. But because of the recall, officially this feature was removed and kind of does not exist. That's not completely true, but we'll return to this. Let me tell you a story of why the recall happened. So apparently there was an accident at the testing range at CZ where all of the rifles get there to get tested with different kind of ammo to get crudely zeroed, and then they are cleaned and shipped to stores. So essentially that's the last part of quality control. Now the issue happened where someone at the production line did not install both of these screws, and I think they were not even tightened. And these are the screws that hold the barrel in. There, a tester brought that rifle to the shooting line, loaded it with a normal round, shot once, shot twice, and I think on a third shot, he loaded it with an overpressure round. So I think that's 30% overpressure over a normal round. That's usually standard testing for quality of the firearms, and it should hold without a problem. So what happened is that on the third round, when the bolt was pushed forward, instead of the locking lugs locking into the barrel, they pushed the whole barrel a bit forward. The locking lugs missed and the bolt was not locked in the barrel. So as you can imagine, when that round went off, there was nothing to hold the barrel and the bolt together. So the bolt handle sheared off and the bolt flew with the whole force of the round, with overpressure round, through the hand of the tester. He was shooting like this, through the hand of the tester into his shoulder and neck area, and he was badly injured. Thank God the guy survived, but essentially there was a big mistake in assembly, quality control somewhere, where someone did not install or properly tighten the screws. So essentially the barrel was just loose. Now this incident happened, and since CZ is now a part of Cold Group, I think the US guys kind of pressured them into doing a recall, because if something like this happens to a normal user, they could probably sue, at least in the States. Here in Europe, I doubt it, but in the States they have different kind of legal system. So essentially, the recall happened just for the CZ and the Cold Group and everyone there to protect themselves from getting sued. Now, why I think that was the wrong move? Because it does not make any sense. If you do not install the screws and if you do not tighten them, it's your mistake. It's such a big mistake that if someone did that with their rifle and got hurt, I think it's on them. Imagine this is the same thing as if you assemble your own AR, you put the barrel in and you just do not use the barrel nut. And you shoot that and it explodes. Who's to blame there? Only you. I'm really kind of annoyed because the system is good, it works, you install the barrel, you tighten the screws, that's it. It should be simple, it's safe, it's made in a way that locking lugs are inside the barrel, a part of the barrel, so you don't have to headspace it. It's zeroed, you don't have to re-zero it. It's a really good system, and this was, I think, a big selling point for this kind of rifles, and now officially it doesn't exist. The good news here is that the recall did nothing actually to the system. The only thing that they did is they used red Loctite in the screws and on the screws, so they can see that if you mess with the screws, your warranty is void. That's it. That's the only thing. The bad part of this is that they are now not offering replacement barrels for normal customers. So if you want to replace the barrel on your CZ600 family rifles, you will need to find a certified gunsmith to do that. That sucks, because for example, this awesome CZ600 trail, this one is chambered in 223. I would love to get a 300 blackout barrel, because that means that I would only replace the barrel and that's it. You can use the same magazine, same bolt, everything, and you have two rifles in one. This actually bothers me so much that I'm thinking of buying high quality Lothar Walther barrels for 300 blackout and giving them to a good gunsmith that can chamber them and make them compatible with CZ600 rifles. And essentially, I don't know, I will make a barrel for myself, and if anyone wants it, maybe we could offer it through our Polenar Tactical Armory store. Yeah, I just had to rant a bit. What are your thoughts about this? Do you agree with the recall or not? Would you like to see replacement barrels for the CZ600? Yeah, write us in the comments.